everybody, welcome here to Sea Otter Awareness Week. My name is Jenny. I'm the Assistant Curator here at the Minnesota Zoo's Marine Mammal Department, and we are here to answer the questions that you submitted for Sea Otter Awareness Week. Now, one of the questions that you asked was, are there sea otters that are found across the United States? And that's a really good question. So sea otters in the ocean can be found from the tip of Japan, along the Russian coastline, across the Aleutian Islands and the Alaskan coastline, and down the California coastline. It's called the Pacific Rim. Interestingly enough, they are reintroducing sea otters to the Oregon coastline, and we have a great social media post about that on the Minnesota Zoo's page telling you more about that. And as far as sea otters in human care across the United States, they can be found in accredited AZA facilities across the United States, and you should visit one of those today. Especially join us here at the Minnesota Zoo for Sea Otter Awareness Week. So your next question was, what is the AZA Sea Otter Species Survival Plan, and do we participate in it? And that's a great question. The Species Survival Plan for sea otters really works on maximizing housing for the sea otters. And the Minnesota Zoo supports the Species Survival Plan for sea otters by housing an all-male group of sea otters. And we provided homes for orphan animals. All capers, jasper, and rocky were all found orphaned along the Alaskan coastline, separated from their mothers for one reason or another, and they found their home here at the Minnesota Zoo, and we could be a home for more non-releasable animals in the future. And there's also a surrogate program in place where some facilities have females that are able to raise and care for orphan pups and act as a surrogate mother to those pups so that they can then be released back out into the ocean. Now, when we really need to clean the habitat, we'll actually work in cooperation with our life support staff here at the zoo, and we will actually drain all this water, and our staff will get in and power wash and get it all nice and clean. And this week we're actually going to be doing that, and you can see all that on our zoo social media in honor of Sea Otter Awareness Week. The next question you asked is a great question, and I love it because you want to know what we can do to help sea otters more, which is awesome. So one of the things that we can do is reduce our use of single-use plastics. You know, we have so many beautiful lakes and rivers and streams here in Minnesota, and all that water can make its way into our oceans. So we want to reduce our single-use plastic, and by doing that, you are going to help reduce all that trash that ends up out there in the ocean, and that can affect sea otters as well. Another thing that you can do is support the Monterey Bay Aquarium's Seafood Watch program. And what that does is it kind of alerts you. It's an app that you can put onto your phone. You can take it with you when you go to the restaurants or to the grocery stores, and it will help tell you what fish has not been over-harvested, has been overfished, and is in fact sustainable. And we have great information about that on the zoo's social media during Sea Otter Awareness Week, so you can learn a lot more about that, but it's a simple app that you can put right onto your phone. Now, one of the biggest problems that sea otters face is a disease called toxoplasmosis, and it is spread by feral cats and also by kitty litter that makes its way into the ocean. And one of the ways that you can help is by disposing of your kitty litter properly so that it doesn't make its way into our waterways and thus making its way into the ocean. Thank you so much for submitting your questions. We love talking about our otters and sea otters in general, so please come visit us during Sea Otter Awareness Week. We'd love to have you, and come join us here at the Minnesota Zoo, and make sure you stop by and visit capers, jasper, and rocky. Thank you so much.